Oh, hello, everybody. Sorry, I was taking a swig of water. Welcome to episode 50. That's right, 50 episodes of Reminiscing with Gene DiNapoli. It's so good to be here. Happy Labor Day 2021. Every job is essential, or else it wouldn't be a job. We wouldn't have it. So we want to thank everybody out there that has a job that contributes to society. Thank you for all your contributions. So, we were going to take a break this week, but we got somebody very special coming in tonight as our guest. As most of you know, I am now promoting shows in the tri-state area. And one of the venues I have rented is a 400-seat beautiful theater called the White Plains Performing Arts Center in White Plains, New York. And I have 3 shows next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that I'm producing. On Friday, we have a Billy Joel tribute called Songs in the Attic with David Clark. And on Sunday, we have America's Got Talent star performer Sal Valentinetti, along with Lulu DeLucia, the famous comedian. What a show. Go to www.wppac.com for your tickets. But sandwiched right in the middle of Billy Joel and Sal Valentinetti is a newcomer to my life. I don't want to call her a newcomer because the young lady has been around for many years, known as the Beehive Queen, singer of the Saturday Night Live band for many years, guitarist, singer, songwriter, celebrity, personality. With her band Rebel Montez and Tom the Suit Force, this young lady is going to rock the White Plains Performing Arts Center next Saturday. Let's bring in our guest tonight, the Beehive Queen, Miss Christine Ullman. Come on, Christine.
Hey, Gene, how are you? That's a great intro. Thank you so much, baby.
Well, you know, with Pam as your press release, your publicist, I had all this to choose from.
That's right. That's right.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you? It's great to see you.
I'm good. I can't wait for next Saturday. You know, got to be honest with you. I'm an Elvis fan. I'm a doo-wop fan.
Oh, yeah.
And when I heard about you about a year and a half ago from Pam, all right, the pandemic came. I started Googling. I'm a fan now.
Thank you.
I'm a fan because, A, you're from the Bronx.
That's right, baby.
You're from the Bronx. Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Union Hospital. I grew up over near Tremont Avenue. And then my grandparents moved over near Parkchester. So 177th Street on what we used to call the Lexington Avenue line, a 6 line, you know, baby. So, yeah.
Sure. So Union Hospital became Bronx, Lebanon.
That's right. Yeah.
Which I worked for as a security guard mailman until I got arrested.
Get out.
I lost my job. And then I went to school at St. Raymond's Boys High School in Parkchester.
That's right. Yeah, my aunt and my mother, because my grandfather drove a laundry truck. They didn't have money. They both went to St. Patrick's Cathedral High School on scholarships, both of them. And they had stories about that. They took the subway into Manhattan every day, you know, but they went on scholarship. Yeah, my grandparents were the salt of the earth.
Wasn't everybody's grandparents back
then?
Yeah,
they really were. Yeah, you know.
A different breed.
Really were. Yeah.
Different breed. So you are my 50th guest.
Oh, I'm delighted. Yeah.
You know, when I started this, I said I'll do 4 or 5 shows and see how it goes. Yeah. But it really, it's masterized into something really great. And I was going to take Labor Day off, but when the opportunity came to interview you, I said I got to jump on it.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, Christine, is I want to play you. I want to play for our viewers and our listeners. The first song I heard Christine do. This is a song you wrote.
Yeah.
Love makes you do stupid things.
That's right.
This is the philosophy of every married person.
Yes, and it does too.
It does. Let's play about a minute of Christine Ullman. Right. Love makes you do stupid things. Hit it, Carmine.
That might be a brick wall down there. Love will make you do stupid things. Oh! Driving down a 2-lane highway where the times. Why did you have to be so fine?
Is that Rebel Montez behind you?
No, that's so. I don't even. That's so great that you played that. That's Music City Roots, public television, NPR out of Nashville, Tennessee, and all those cats are my Nashville band, basically, or one of them is from Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Wow,
That's pretty. That's a historic tape, actually. Very cool.
I'm glad I was able to find it.
Yeah, very cool.
So I read that you got your beehive hairdo because you are Ronnie Spector fan.
Yeah.
And do you know that Ronnie actually started with my cousin Joey D?
Yeah, Joey. Oh, Joey was your cousin. Wow.
Well, Joey's wife, Lois, was my cousin, but I worked for Joey as his road manager for a few years. Joey's got a new book, and he started the Ronettes on stage.
They were at the Peppermint Lounge. Yeah.
Right, which is way before you.
Yeah, but listen though. No, Ronnie is a friend of mine now. She lives in Connecticut, and I live between Connecticut and New York. So Ronnie is a friend, and yeah, she's just the best, and she had the best beehive. I got to say, those girls.
Well, you're doing pretty good.
I do all right, Gene. You do
all right. So
I strive. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rebel Montez, it's a 3-piece along with you.
Yes, that's right.
Same members as a while?
Yeah, it's Chris Bickley on guitar, Michael Colbath on bass, and Lauren Entress on drums.
Okay.
And we'll be joined. I think Tom Forrest, is going to come and do a song with us. Yeah, at the end of the show, and he'll join us, and his band is going to open the show.
Right. Do you work with Tom a lot? Because I heard your interview on The Backyard. So I really didn't know if you worked together a lot.
Yeah, well, enough. I mean, we've known each other about 10 years, and he and I did a video just before COVID that has about, 500,000 streams or something, and called "Everything Is Falling." It's one of his songs.
Right.
So so we've known each other off and on, and he's a great guy. And so I said, why don't you come on the show with us,
I thought it was a great idea. And, the more I talk to people about this show, the more they go, oh, Christine, oh, Tom Forrest. Everybody knows you guys.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of friends in that area, and, my cousin is coming from New Rochelle, etc.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. He's coming over.
So for people that want to come to the show, they got 2 ways of doing it. They can call 914-328-1600, or they go to www.wppac.com for
That's
tickets.
Right.
Tell me something. You got 6 albums out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You recorded all over the place.
Yeah.
Including Muscle Shoals, which is really saved for the cream of the crop. I mean, Dusty Springfield was down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does it feel? I mean, you're a New York girl. New York is the pinnacle of recording. But then you go to Muscle Shoals. Is it a different vibe?
Absolutely different. So, I'm embedded. I'm so lucky. I say to people sometimes, I don't even know how this happened, but I'm embedded, of course, in the scene in New York City with Saturday Night Live, but also the scenes in New Orleans. Yeah, there I am. There we are. The Christmas show last year. Yeah. Muscle Shoals, New Orleans, Nashville. Muscle Shoals. So Muscle Shoals, Gene, has historic studios, and they are all running at full tilt. Plus, there's about 5 newer studios there that are running at full tilt. This is not a big geographic area. It's 4 towns together, and they're not far apart. So to have that many studios, they are all packed with people coming from all over the world, and the musicians are unbelievable. They're so Southern, they're so laid back, they're so the groove. I mean, they got the groove in Nashville, and they certainly have the groove in New Orleans. And I work with the top cats in both of those, but Muscle Shoals is really is really a different thing. And then, of course, at SNL, I work with the great bass player James Genus, the great drummer Sean Pelton. So I'm just lucky. I got the groove going all over the place. But thank you for asking about the Shoals, because it really is my second home.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring this up so soon. You know, this is not just talking about our show coming up. This is like a little overview of your career. And you brought up Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think that that's your only credit, because it's not.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So let's go back to the beginning. You started, you were 16.
Yeah.
That's when you told mom and dad, I'm not getting a real job.
Yeah. Well, my brother had like a garage band, and they thought they wanted a chick singer. My brother was like, well, my sister can sing. You know, it was one of those things. So I join up, and we go around, and the next thing you know, we get a little record contract. And so we start to, so we move ahead. I mean, I did go to college, but I'll tell you, I was home every weekend. I came home. I was in Boston. I came home every single weekend to gig. So, you know, my parents were really super supportive.
That's great. What was the name of the band you had your brother? What was the name of that band?
The first band was called The Wrong Black Bag. Then we had a band called Fancy. Then for years we had a band called The Scratch Band, and The Scratch Band is where I met G.E. Smith.
Right.
And that's how he joined the Scratch Band, came from Pennsylvania and joined the Scratch Band. That's the link to Saturday Night Live. Later on, there he is, second from the left there. Yeah.
Right.
G.E.
Right.
Yeah, so you see, I mean, I'm sure most musicians you talk to, they have a progression, and then finally they get the chance. In my case, apparently I threw down, and apparently I passed the audition, as they say.
Right.
You know?
So you're with GE, and you're playing all the clubs in the Village?
Well, no, like mostly around New England. We did some gigs in New York, but we were based in Connecticut then, and all around, you know, we played some stuff in the Village, but we played mostly up and down, you know, New York, Boston, you know, Providence, that kind of thing. There were so many clubs, as I'm sure you know, so many clubs, and the live scene was really thriving. We made a couple of records, and you know, then the band broke up, and GE goes after a while and ends up at Saturday Night Live.
Right. So now I heard a story on the Backyard how you got your job with SNL, but we're gonna play another song by you.
Okay.
Was Turn written by you?
Yes, I wrote Turn. I wrote all of these.
You wrote all of these. Great.
Yeah.
So, Carl and I, we're going to play a little bit of song number 2 for our listeners. Here's Christine Ohlman, Rebel Montez, Turn.
Anyway, so watch it. You know, the drinking and the loving don't always mix. It's called Turn. My daddy's baby girl, and I knew nothing of it all, and the ways of the world were a wonder to me, and I look, and I stumble, and I fall, and I was an older baby girl, and I grew closer to the flame. See, this thing was a mystery to me. Then you came, and love had a name, and my eyes could tell the story. And I look for you at my door, and hold myself. The soul that I had never known, and I turned.
Great song.
Yeah, thank you.
Great song. Now, you guys, what years were you doing this in the New England area?
Oh, you know, 80s. It was, you know, really, you know, sort of toward the end of, Well, the club scene was still very, very vital. But, towards the end of when it kind of started to implode, because it did at one point, as you know. I mean, there's less places to play now. I mean, because that's what makes what you're doing so important, Gene. Yeah.
Well, I thank you. I think it's nice for people to get to know an artist back and forth, because so many shows have 3, 4, 5 guests on. Everybody talks for 10 minutes. My show, it's one guest. It's 45, 50 minutes to an hour. Yeah. So we try to do a chronological. And all we want to do, Christine, is to get the following, the people out there, to go to your website and buy a ticket to a show and say, wow, I heard of her on Gene's show. It's all true.
That's right.
It's all true. Right. The live act is really there. Tell us about the way you got the gig on Saturday Night Live. This is amazing. This is the little gig turned into a big gig.
Yeah, because this will be my 30th season. All right. Wow. So anyway, the phone call rings, and it's my friend G.E. Smith. The phone rings, and I am a big vinyl record collector. I'm pretty, semi-famous for doing it, and I've been making mixtapes and mixed CDs for years for my friends out of my collection of mostly Southern soul, which is why it's so interesting that I'm now so deeply embedded in Muscle Shoals. So I had been, of course, sending these things to GE because I knew him for years. And so then he asks me if I'm free to do a gig on a certain date. He doesn't tell me what the gig is. And thankfully, I was free. I didn't have something else. So I took it. Next thing I know, they're bringing me to New York. And he tells me that the gig is going to be with the Saturday Night Live band, and they're going to make some charts of the songs I've been sending him. Some of them were pretty obscure Southern soul, items, which I still sing today with the band, by the way. So they bring me to New York. We do a couple days of rehearsal. Then they tell us that we're going out onto Long Island, into the Hamptons. And one night is going to be at a club out there, and the other night is going to be Lorne Michaels' wedding reception at his estate. So that's pretty great. They bring us out there. They set us up on a stage outside. There's Jack Nicholson. Everybody's walking around. I mean, it's crazy. We play a couple sets. We throw down, because it's a great band. I mean, it has fabulous horn players, a fabulous rhythm section. It's Leon Pendarvis on keyboard. It's unbelievable. So there I am. And, there I am with Dr. John. Yeah. So there I am. Anyway, I think I do a pretty good job, and I'm happy about it, but I'm a little depressed because now it's like, wow, I just met this great band and I just got to do one gig with them. Well, the next week was the first opening night of the season in September. And Lorne Michaels comes walking across the studio, and he motions to GE, looks around, he goes, "Where's the girl?" And GE said, "What do you mean, where's the girl? Where's the girl that was singing at the wedding?" "Oh, I just thought you wanted me to have her come to the wedding." Lorne said, "No, she was great. Tell her to come next week." So that's how I got the gig. And once I got there, it just clicked, so I'm still there. It's like a family over there. And there's the beautiful stage at Christmas. Oh my God. Yeah. And so that I tell people all the time, I got it from a wedding gig.
I was amazed when I heard that.
I know. It's a pretty great story. Nobody would believe it, but it's true.
You know why? Because wedding gigs, the band is normally not the center of attraction.
That's right. And we weren't. We were playing, people were stopping by and watching. It wasn't like a concert, right. Because everybody and his uncle was there. I mean, everybody was there. And they were networking with each other and talking to each other. Some people came over, but John Goodman became sort of a friend from then on in, because he's a big soul music aficionado.
Yeah, so, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Here's a song we're going to play. The title's appropriate for what people are going through the past 18 months.
Yeah.
But it's really a song about holding on.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Did you write this song when you were going through anything
Which one we're going to play? I'm not sure which one we're playing.
The deep end. The
Oh,
deep
the
end.
deep end. Oh, God, yes.
Okay, we're going to play a little bit of the deep end.
All
Come
right.
back and tell us the story.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, Christine Ullman, the deep end. Hit it, Carm.
I never was one for the shallow water, never afraid of the dark. Hard to handle the excitable kind, take off running when I could have walked. And maybe I should listen when Mama said, girl, to yourself be true. I was hard-headed, couldn't make up my mind. Was I waiting for only you? I will jump right into the deep end of the river of love, love, love. I gotta be satisfied, I wanna be baptized. Down in the deep end, down in the deep end, down in the deep end, down in the deep end.
Wow. Tell us about that song, Christine.
Oh, I had gone through a lot of personal loss in my life. Then I made that record, and I really was feeling a lot of emotion. I called on some of my great friends. Big Al Anderson from NRBQ plays guitar on that, and Ian Hunter from Mott the Hoople sings backup, and my friend Andy York, who is John Mellencamp's musical director. Andy produced the record and is playing guitar and singing. And so it really meant a lot to me to have so many friends come on with me there at a time when I really needed it, you know. And I also believe that this is a time when we all need it, Gene, as you just pointed out. Things are really rocky here.
Yeah.
It ain't really better, I don't think. I just have to say. But except in the Northeast, you know, we have a very high vaccination rate, and we're lucky. But yeah, the deep end, and then Roseanne Cash, she's Johnny Cash's daughter. She asked me, had I written a lot of sad songs? And I said I didn't really think so. I thought the record was more about love and the courage to fall into it. You know, and I'm still sticking to that story. I do think that's what it's about. Yeah.
That's a great story. And you're right. We do need we need a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, we do. We really do. We're just waiting for it.
Yeah. When I was looking at your bio and I did some research, I got tired of reading how many names you've played with.
Yeah.
I want to rattle off some of them. You just did a duets album, right?
No, but I've done duets.
Right, you've done
not a duets album, but I've done duets.
Right.
Yeah.
Ian Hunter.
Yeah.
Dion DiMucci.
Dion, yeah.
Marshall Crenshaw.
That's right.
Levon Helm.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. They all worked. Yeah.
Who the song Levon was written about.
Yeah. Yes. And yeah. But you know, once I started working with Saturday Night Live, I just began networking everywhere. It was wonderful. And almost every one of those things panned out into long-term friendships with people and collaborations. So I have worked with an enormous number of people. Early on, I was involved in the Bob Dylan 30th anniversary concert at Madison Square Garden, which was really one of the first all-star giant events.
Right.
You know, and I met people there that I am still good friends with. You know, years later, I became friends with Neil Young's wife, Peggy, and then he used to come on the tour bus, and we used to just sit and talk. And you know, I'd say, you know, I sang at the Bob Fest. Right. He called it Bob Fest.
You know, the lineup for Bob Dylan's show with you at the 30th, I mean, you had normal people. Let me not say normal. You had people you expected like George Harrison.
Yes.
You had some current artists like Chrissy Hynde.
Mm.
But then you had a group like the OJs.
Yeah, because they had recorded his song.
Right.
So we sang with them. And boy, Eddie Levert, I want to tell you, Eddie Levert had the microphone about 2 feet away from his mouth. And you're not supposed to be able to get any sound out of a microphone at 2 feet. Eddie Levert, he throws down.
Yeah, Eddie could project.
Throws down.
And then about 10 years, it seems like every 10 years you get something really great. And then in 2003, you wind up in Central Park.
Yeah.
On a blues tribute to the great Janis Joplin. And you played with Phoebe Snow.
Right.
Kate Pearson.
Yes.
And you fronted Big Brother and the Holding Company.
I was the only one on that show that fronted both Big Brother and the Holding Company, and I sang with Sam Andrew. I did a duet with him, and the Cosmic Blues Band, because they were both there. The surviving members were both there. That was a wonderful, wonderful show as part of the Year of the Blues in Central Park.
And there was a record-breaking crowd for that. Am I correct?
Oh my God, it was unbelievable. Yeah. It was all female. It was an all-female lineup, and all we did was sing her songs and pay tribute to her, to Janis.
That's great.
Great.
You're a TV star. You wound up on vinyl.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm all over vinyl. Yeah.
You're on vinyl with Elvis Costello, the other Elvis.
Yes, the other Elvis, right?
So tell us about Elvis Costello, because he's a mysterious character.
Yeah. Well, he loves soul music, as most of the British artists do. He loves soul music and he loves girl group stuff. So we, and I've sung with him live, but for that, we did a song called Point of No Return, which is written by a guy named Jim Ford, that not a lot of people know about, but he's an American Southern guy, but he was more famous in England. And Jim Ford was friends with Redbone, that great record, Come and Get Your Love.
Yep.
You know, Jim Ford was friends with them. And so it's kind of, Elvis Costello loves obscure stuff like same as I do. So, you know, we kind of bonded over that. And yeah, vinyl, we were sorry it only ran a year because we did a lot of fun stuff for that show. We recreated a lot of 70s and 60s hits for that show.
Right, yeah. I mean, I was a stepping board for Andrew Dice Clay to get back into the public.
Yes, it was right. Yeah, Dice was on that show.
Yeah. And a friend of mine through the Elvis business played Elvis in one of the episodes.
Kitty, yeah.
There was a scene where they were going to get Elvis to go back to Sun Records.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Sean Clush is a great Elvis guy all over the world, and he played that. That was pretty cool.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, we know it was. We just had so much fun, and I guess I don't know why it didn't. I don't know why it didn't go forward, but it only had one season, but it was real interesting. And Ray Romano was great in it. He was great.
Absolutely.
One of his, you know, people don't think of him as a straight actor, but boy, he really is a good actor.
Right. You know, we talk about the live gigs, and, you know, a person can be great live on stage. But when you get asked to do an album of either with your contemporaries or a tribute album to some of the greats, that's a testament to your talent. And you've got asked to be on albums for the Rolling Stones tribute.
Yeah.
Willie Dixon.
Yep.
One of my favorite, Howlin' Wolf.
Howlin' Wolf, yeah.
I mean, how could you not love the Wolfman?
That's right. That's right.
How does it feel? And I'm not making this racist. I'm not making it racist.
Yeah.
How does it feel for a Caucasian woman from New York to be asked to sing on a blues album? Because there's many blues women out there.
That's right.
So how does it make you feel when you get asked to represent the female voice and you're a Caucasian woman from the Bronx?
I take it with so much respect because I've studied it. I've steeped in it. All I ever really wanted to listen to when I was a little girl was rhythm and blues and soul music, and then I started collecting it. So I've been privileged to become friends with so many of these people and people that produced those records. Two of them were nominated for Grammys. I'm also with the great harmonica player Charlie Musselwhite on one of his records, Grammy nominated. So the blues is something I don't strictly sing the blues, but I think that I understand it, and I certainly can sing it when called upon. But I was deeply touched, and so much respect to all the musicians that took part on those records, but also to be asked to pay tribute to somebody like Willie Dixon, who is a huge overriding influence on American popular music. I don't care if you're talking the blues, you're just talking American popular music.
Yeah.
Extremely honored.
You know, we were so lucky that they made a movie called Cadillac Records.
That's right. Yeah.
Because Willie Dixon was an unsung songwriter.
Totally unsung.
I mean, Muddy Waters was more widely known, but Willie Dixon, I mean, he gave Americana some great songs.
And still does to this day.
Yeah.
So I think, yes, it just, that record was a great record. And the tribute to Howlin' Wolf, of course, was full of Willie Dixon songs, because Willie wrote for both the Wolf and Muddy and everybody else.
Talk about blues. You can't talk about blues with Christine Ohlman without playing a little bit of our next song. And this is something straight out of Howlin' Wolf's mouth.
That's right.
Wicked Time.
All right.
Come on, hit it. Wicked Time.
I hit New Orleans to talk that jive and make the bar till I was barely alive. I've been driving for 29 days just to let the bon ton go on roulette. Down in the quarter in the fire and rain, by the light of the river in the joy and the pain. I was searching for someone like you, but I can't find it no matter what I do. All the time I'm looking, baby, for the slow burning thing. You keep sending their semaphore signals saying I got nothing but wicked time. You ain't nothing but finer than fine. Coming home, gonna jumping off bed and let you talk and drive me out of my head.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You can't see Wolf singing that.
Oh, sure. I could. God
God
bless him. I wish he was still with us. You know, he's so great. I mean,
you know, with everything they're doing today with holograms, you never know. They might make
that's right. No, you never know, Gene.
Let me ask you something. Are you going to play most of these songs at your show with
we'll
us?
play all of them. Yes.
On the 18th.
Yes.
At the White Plains Performing Arts Center, the 18th, 7 o'clock. Christine Ohlman, Reverend Montez, and Tom the Suit Forst.
Yeah, it's a Saturday night, folks, so you don't got nothing to do the next day, so you should come over.
That's right. I heard there might be a little collaboration on
Yes,
stage.
there will be. Tom's going to get up and play with us. Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be cool.
That's great. So you've been nominated. You were inducted just a few years ago to the National Blues Hall of Fame.
That's correct. Yeah.
Which I think you're the only woman from the Bronx, New York, that has that honor.
Possibly. It's possible. Yeah. I don't exactly know all the inductees are, but again, I was very honored. Very, very honored. It means a lot to me. For any sort of recognition like that, it means a lot to me, Gene.
Of course. You know, we don't do what we do for accolades.
That's right.
It's nice to get them. Trust me. I've gotten a few awards over my charity work, but
sure.
It's nice. But if they didn't give it to me, I would still do it.
That's right. Yeah.
But the rewards we get are the applause,
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody comes to a show or they buy your CD or your album, and how do you feel when you walk down the street and somebody recognizes you?
Oh, I never expect it. So it's always interesting. And, because I wear the sunglasses a lot, even if every once in a while my hair might not be teased up, it might just be poofed a little bit, and I'll be in the supermarket or something, and somebody will go, "Is that the Beehive Queen?" I mean, yes, it is. I'm just here in the frozen food aisle, but just buying some peas or something, But no, I'm always, honestly, you probably are too. I mean, I'm always surprised that anybody recognizes, like, wow,
I've been doing Elvis for 40 years.
Yeah.
So I'm happy when people recognize me as, oh, there's Elvis. But I really get off when people say, oh, there's Gene DiNapoli.
Yeah.
Because now they know me for me.
That's right.
And it makes me happy.
Yeah, that's right, Gene. I get it. Yeah.
Speaking of charity, you are involved with more charities. I think me and you are called the Charity Queen and the Charity King. So your pet charity is one called Little Kids Rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you tell it? You got a big gala coming up on the 7th.
Yeah, on October 7th. Yeah, which will be streamed, by the way. I just found out today because I think because of COVID, it's at City Winery, but I don't know that it's even going to be open to the public, but it'll be streamed. Little Kids Rock started out very small on the East Coast, giving musical instruments and lessons to inner city kids. It's now spread all around the country, and I'm very proud to be a major sort of musician spokesperson on behalf of it. On the 7th, it'll be Will Lee from the Letterman Band, Paul Schaefer, the leader of the Letterman Band, Liberty DeVito from Billy Joel's band, Ricky Byrd from Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Dennis Collins, a fabulous singer, and me. And we will be doing a special presentation for fundraising for Little Kids Rock. Usually we do a public gala every year, but of course we're not. We have not done a public gala since fall of 2019 due to the damn COVID.
Yeah, I am nowhere near on your level or Ricky Byrd or Paul's, but if I could ever lend my talents to you,
thank you.
When it comes to children, all you need to do is ask.
Yes, thank you, Gene.
But you were a big money maker for the New Orleans Musician Clinic after Katrina.
Yeah. After Ida. And now after Ida.
After Ida. Tell us about Casey Cares.
Casey Cares is out of Baltimore, Maryland. Right. They are a private Make-A-Wish Foundation that, like Make-A-Wish Foundation, but they deal with the whole family. So they give a vacation for terminally ill children, vacation, a special, thing that's the whole family might want to do together. And that's their mission. Started by a woman named Casey, whose brother died of cancer when she was young. And as I say, they're out of Maryland. Now we think we're doing a gala for them in October, but again, it may not happen. It may go virtual. It's a little bit uncertain right now. In some areas. Yeah.
Are all these charities found on your website if people want to know?
No, actually they're not. I should put a thing up there. But it's CaseyCares.org, it's littlekidsrock.org. They're all .org. New Orleans Musicians Clinic.org. And
speaking of your website, it's ChristineUllman.net.
That's right. Or .org. If you went to .org, I own that too, but .net. And then I'm the Beehive Queen on Facebook.
Yes, you are.
Social media. _Beehive_Queen. And, really, if you just look up Beehive Queen, you'll most likely find me.
Who else are we going to find?
I don't know, Gene. I hope there's nobody else out there. It's pretty much me,
I know.
And, we're talking about Friday, September 18th at the White Plains Performing Arts Center.
Saturday.
Wow.
Saturday.
Such a great, this is a great venue. I've never been there. I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
When I tell you, Christine, this is a professional Broadway themed venue.
I'll bet it's fabulous.
I did an Elvis show there about 7 years ago. I brought Elvis's drummer up from Nashville, DJ Fontana.
Oh, DJ, yeah.
Carmine, put that picture up again, please, and keep it up there.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I fell in love with the theater. I went back to them and said, hey, I want to bring in some shows because they do Broadway plays.
Yeah.
And as everybody could see, we have David Clark, a wonderful Billy Joel tribute, Sal Valentinetti from America's Got Talent with Lulu DeLucia, and smack dab in the middle, Sam is the Beehive Queen, Christine Ullman, Rebel Montez, and Tom the Suit Force.
Yeah.
We can't wait for this. www.wppac.com, 914-328-1600. So, Christine, we have another song here. And I love the vernacular on this because every time I use this word, my wife says that's not a word. So we're going to play about a minute of one of your songs. Carmine, there ain't no cure.
That's right.
Ain't no cure. Hit it.
I got a secret, baby, that I shouldn't tell. I may get better, but I'll never get well. I went to the doctor and the doctor said, you gotta drive that boy right out of your head. Now I'm walking on the back streets crying to myself. The love potion in my veins, I can't help myself. I feel you like a need crawling under my skin. I need your kiss, I need my medicine. You're kinda like poison in a pretty colored bottle, like a runaway train with a wide open throttle. Your chemical reaction, 100 proof pure. It ain't satisfaction and there ain't no cure.
There ain't no cure.
Yeah. Now that, you see, is a blues, a Delta blues thing that they used to say. It ain't satisfaction.
Right. So
Yeah.
when you meet my wife, Paulette, next Saturday,
Yeah.
first of all, it's her birthday.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
So, first of all, my wife was annoyed that I did a show on her birthday. And then I let her listen to your stuff. And she said, okay, this is a good birthday present. So number one, you got to say happy birthday from the stage.
Oh, yes, I will.
And number two, you got to tell her that the word ain't is good in music. Like Elvis, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. There ain't no cure.
Exactly.
All of your music, not yet, Carmine. Thank you. All of your music is on your website, available for purchase.
Yes, and there's some free downloads on the website.
Well,
And we're everywhere. Amazon, Spotify. We're everywhere.
So if somebody goes to ChristineUllman.net and they tell you they saw you on my show,
yes,
will you autograph it for them for free?
Yeah, of course. Oh, I'm going to be meeting and greeting. I'll do all the. Yes, absolutely, Gene.
But I'm
Sure.
saying for our friends overseas or in Cali or whatever,
Absolutely.
if they buy a CD and they say, "Hey, Christine, I saw you on Gene's show,"
You
little
got it.
signature.
You got it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you going to wear leopard next week?
I'd be glad to if you'd like me to. Sure. Yeah. Yes, I'd be glad to. No, yeah. That, you know what? I'm making a note. I will have, yes. Everybody, I'll be wearing leopard. So, girls, come on out with your best leopard finery. Let's do it.
That's great. What does the future hold for you after the world becomes normal again?
Oh, boy.
Our
We're
gigs,
making a new record this year, so we're looking forward to that.
right?
And then, I'm traveling because I'm embedded in these different scenes. I so want to go to New Orleans, and, it's just bad down there. So, I'm really looking forward to traveling again. Liberty DeVito and I are involved in something called the Sessions Panel, and we go all over the world speaking at colleges and music schools all over the world doing panels. And boy, we want to get going with that again, so we're just looking forward to that.
Speaking of New Orleans, I have a friend of mine that I met on the cruise ships when I sing it, named Big Papa. He's doing well.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah.
Right. And speaking of Libby DeVito, in December, we're going to have you again in Poughkeepsie with Liberty DeVito and the Sling Kings.
Yeah, the Queen meets the Kings.
That's going to be a great show. That's going to be
and that venue looks beautiful, Gene.
It's a beautiful venue called Revel 32, and that's going to be in December. On December 5th, we're going to do another show with you.
That's right.
But you know what, Christine? I got to tell you, I have never waited with bated breath until the 18th.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you and everyone.
I can't wait to bow.
Well, thank you.
The king.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, but we're really looking forward, Gene. Thank you so much for having me on tonight.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we do every week, and the big one, episode 50, let's give the Beehive Queen, the one, the only, Christine Ullman, a big round of applause. God bless you, Christine.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
See you next week.
All right. We'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Let's rock.
Bye. Wow, Carmine, wasn't that great? I tell you, what a great interview. All right. So we're going to bring you back to show you the graphic on next week's shows. That's September 17th, David Clark's Songs in the Attic Billy Joel show. Christine Ullman on September the 18th with special guest Tom the Suit Forst. And on the 19th of September, from America's Got Talent, Sal Valentinetti, along with special guest comedian Louise Lulu DeLucia. Tickets can be purchased by either calling 914-328-1600 or by going to their website at www.wppac.com. Join our Facebook page at Gene DiNapoli Entertainer, and you will get all the information of all the shows coming up. I want to thank Carmine and Gabe for doing a great job tonight. This was thrown upon them, and they rose to the occasion. Thank you, guys. We'll see you again. Keep an eye out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Gene DiNapoli. We got a special show coming up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock Thursday. So keep an eye out for our announcement. We're going to be interviewing I'm not going to call him an up-and-coming young singer because he's here. He's made his bones 4 years ago when he appeared on the PBS special Doo-Wop Generations. And I will be interviewing the great Chris Ruggiero and Joe Mirioni on Thursday. And then next week, Carmine, you got next week's banner? I'll be interviewing Chris himself next Monday, September 13th at 8 o'clock. We're going to talk about Chris's upcoming jazz-flavored CD. And also, Chris is going to be doing a show with me, along with the great comedian Tara Canastraci in Yonkers on Thursday, October 7th at the Royal Regency Hotel Ballroom. It's a CD release party for Chris's new CD. We have a cocktail reception available as well. And you could go to Chris Ruggiero Tix.com to purchase your tickets. We're going to talk about that Thursday and next Monday. Until next week, be safe. Remember September 11th on Saturday. Pray for those who are no longer here. Pray for their families. And pray for all of us that we get through every tough time as vigilant as we should. Until next time, good night and God bless you.